Start up here.
Yes.
So overall, how do you think the interview with Brent Musberger went?
I don't care. I wanted to talk to Brent Musberger. That was for my own personal benefit. I hope other people enjoyed it, but that was I wish I was Brent Musberger. How about that?
Are there any questions you didn't ask him that you wanted to ask him?
Well, I could have had a list of 100 people that he worked with or was around that I could have just started firing away. And if we ever have a chance to get him again, I'm going to be more prepared in that way. We found out at the last minute, and I was happy with it. But I don't care as much about what Brent Musberger thinks as I would just be curious to hear him tell stories about all the people he's been around. He's like the Forrest Gump of sports.
I know you mentioned in your. I know you mentioned in your. You mentioned in your interview that you could have talked to him for how much longer? How much longer do you think you could have talked to him for?
Till 6. There's no question. I just would go off on the different tangents. NFL Today, Irv Cross. I didn't even get into Jimmy the Greek and all the different controversial stuff. I didn't feel that I knew him well enough to go into that stuff. But easily 6 o'clock. I could talk to Brent Musberger every day for a month before I think I would get tired.
I know some people say that Musburger is maybe past his prime and should hang it up. And Keith Jackson retired when he was like 70. I think Musburger's 70 also. How do you feel about that?
I mean, certainly he's past his prime, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't still enjoy it. I wasn't at all surprised by what he said, and you can tell that by him being at the games. Just like a coach still wants to coach if they have that fire, he still enjoys going to the games. He enjoys, as he said, the competition. So obviously he's past his prime, but as long as he has the interest, I think he's certainly capable of doing it. And he doesn't seem to have slipped any. Oftentimes guys get older and they just start slipping a little bit. Either it's their memory or they don't speak as well. I don't sense any drop-off in that with Brent Musberger. And I think one of the areas where he's got some juice is that I think he thinks it's neat and enjoys working with Bob Knight.
Of all the commentators out there, minus yourself, of course, is Brent Musberger your favorite?
I don't know that he's my favorite. I just think there aren't many people that have done what he's done. So that's why I said write a book. I don't think he wants to comment on all these people. He could write a book just listing all the people and situations he's been in and events that he's covered and just talk about it. I don't know who's number one. I love the NBA. They're the best. Ernie and Kenny and Charles Barkley. That as a group. There's nothing that's even close because I don't really watch that. Trent Dilfer football. But it'd be like talking to Dick Enberg. There are a few people you could talk to that have just been everywhere and kind of go from generation to generation. They can talk about Gale Sayers and Michael Jordan and LeBron James. There aren't many people that can do that.
All right, thanks for your time, Homer. I appreciate it.
I'll send you the bill.